just coffee beans, like inhaling them.
I would go to war for that woman at any point.
Imagine getting to say that you were one of Melissa McCarthy's tentacles. I'm going to be honest, Melissa, I don't think you got enough time in the film with the crown. I thought you could have shared a bit more.
We had a meeting about it under the sea, but I, as a king, decided to not give her too much time with the crown because she's dangerous.
Well, I've decided to address this imbalance.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my God.
This
I
is
kind
for
of love
you.
that for real. Oh my God.
It's amazing. That's great.
Beautiful.
This feels right. Are you jealous?
A little
Do you
bit.
feel threatened?
While you're wearing the crown, Melissa, would you mind maybe just one time calling me a poor unfortunate soul?
Oh, sure. You poor unfortunate soul.
There you go.
It's better.
All right, thanks. Sorry.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay,
Got it.
I'm back.
That's it, guys.
I'm back. Oh, amazing. Made my life. Your characters, they're both super protective of Ariel in their own ways. Reluctantly, to start with. When you met Halle in real life, did it feel the same way? Were you instantly like, yeah, we want good things for her?
I am absurdly protective of her. It did happen almost immediately. But yeah, I would go to war for that woman at any point, which is like, she doesn't need me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a weird kind of, it's like, oh yeah, I got Halle's back. She don't care. Like, what? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her security. I think she's good.
Yeah.
But it's nice to know.
But see me outside. Like,
Javier,
Yes.
you play the king of the sea.
I play her brother.
But how do you get yourself in the mindset of being the most powerful merman in the
I am
world?
that guy 24/7. I am that guy. I walk around and people go like, Jesus, Your Majesty, and they put on their knees. I'm tired of being treated like a king myself. How do I put myself into that? I don't know. With a lot of coffee. You go, okay. Come on, wake up.
That's it. Why Javier is one of the best actors on the planet. It's just coffee. It's coffee driven.
It's coffee. It's all about
So
coffee.
if anyone drinks a lot of coffee, you're going to do the same thing. If that were true.
Yeah.
If that were true, I would have like just coffee beans, like inhaling them.
Jacob, your Sebastian was incredible. Your Jamaican accent,
I know, I worked so hard on that, and
so convincing. But David, your character and your one-liners were such a highlight. Do you have a favourite?
we decided that Sebastian is always just muttering to himself as he's leaving. You know, he's so put upon. That's just kind of my favorite thing about him, that they let me just make up nonsense to say while I exited scenes.
The bitter old Caribbean crab.
Yeah.
Melissa, I know that you took huge inspiration from Divine, the drag queen believed to have
Yes.
inspired the original Ursula. And you have your own history of drag. So,
Yeah.
were there any particular elements of drag that you harnessed to get into the role?
So many. I mean, I think so much of Ursula is what she presents and puts on, and her armor, which is the makeup and the hair and the bustier and the adjustments and all of that. That is so great and fun. But also, it's a real way to hide your actual vulnerabilities and her damage and her loneliness. And I think it's, drag is such a beautiful, fun art form, and I think it's an absolute essential part of who Ursula is, and probably truly myself. Like, there's a quarter of me just wants to be a fella trying to pretend to be a woman.
I'm here for it.
Me too.
You wanna go
Sign
down
me
that
up,
road?
guys. Sign me up.
We're here for it. Do you have any bloopers that we're not going to see?
I'm surprised how much of the dialogue they were able to use, because we were laughing so much through the recordings that I would have imagined that most of it was actually unusable.
Jacob, how do you feel about the internet going wild over the fact that you've aged?
oh,
Have you seen this?
yeah, I have. Well, I had just done Little Mermaid, and I was a 13-year-old. I didn't really go to big events like this that often, right? So I think since it's been so long, it was definitely a shock to people.
It was definitely a shock to me when I saw it for the first time just a couple weeks ago, because it was a long time ago when we did these recordings. It was almost 3 years ago. Yeah.
But these guys haven't aged. So.
Thank you. Well done. I'll slip you that money later.
Let's talk about the costumes. You mentioned the bustier. You've got a very lovely mother of pearl kind of gold
Beautiful,
number.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It was gorgeous in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like everything people were wearing, you truly were like, I mean, it's not shocking. It wasn't Colleen Atwood's first go round. I'm like, I think she's got a career ahead of her.
She may be good at it. I don't know.
But it really was like the construction and the care and the details, because it really could have looked kind of it could have gone south.
Absolutely. It's in that place where it could have been like,
Costuming.
Costuming, and instead they were
Exactly.
just beautiful. I like him saying this all while I have a crown.
No. I was going to say like it looks good.
It's like, trust me, I know what I'm saying. I'm wearing a crown that I've just been given.
Who can hold their breath underwater for longer?
Probably him because he's bigger than me, so he'd have bigger lungs.
More lung
right?
capacity.
So,
Yeah, I was
Figure
gonna
it out.
say me too. Really, I trained a lot for this role. I did a lot.
Yeah, intense training.
Yeah.
well, hey, I actually spend the whole movie underwater. You go to the surface.
It's true.
So you take some breaths.
That's true. I'm just a little more
Me?
mystic, a little more committed to the role.
I hold my breath through the whole movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Got me.
I'm on your side. I'm rooting for you here. I feel like
I can do it.
I'll give you the win.
We can go to the pool right now. We can go try this out.
Obviously, what we see on screen is not at all what was going on for you while filming. So what would surprise us about how the costumes came to life? What don't we know?
Well, the mermaid tail, that's for sure. We didn't have that on. Sometimes we put it on in order to know the distance because it was a long one. So we understand where is our place in the space. But I would say in my character, the hair mostly, and your character as well. But there are no things in
The
there.
hair and the tentacles and
Yeah.
like all through a lot of the process, I would have like from like the hips up, it was me. But then, I don't really have tentacles, but I had these 8 tentacles that, again, Colleen Atwood made for us to rehearse in. And then each tentacle was manned and puppeteered by a dancer or stunt person. And again, because we had this incredible rehearsal process where Rob and John really wanted us to know the space we took up. And that, if we were 20 feet above someone, we were 20 feet up. Like we were never on the ground.
Imagine getting to say that you were one of Melissa McCarthy's tentacles. In the credits, it's like tentacle 1, tentacle 2.
Yeah,